So these eggs were fresh from the chicken coop, and yes, they are dirty. They do need cleaned. But I'm going to show you with my little flashlight I've got here how I check these. I'm going to turn the light down so that it makes it a little more obvious. So hang on just a second. Turn these bright lights off, and I'm going to turn on. This flashlight has 3 settings. There we go. Now, with the flashlight, you pick whichever egg you want to try and look in, and look at that. See how it lights that up in there? Right? You can see the yolk. But that tells me there's no chicken growing in there. So I'm going to set that one to the side here, and I'm going to grab another one. I'm going to do the same with it. Yeah, it's dirty. It's got a lot of dirt on the outside, needs washed. And I'm gonna pick another one. I don't know. So all of these look pretty good. Nothing growing in there. I see the yolk right there. I was hoping I could find one that has a baby chickie growing in it, but looks like most of these don't. So you take your flashlight and you're looking at them, and you know those are good. I mean, good for consumption. They're not cracked, they're not broken, there's nothing growing in them. Alright, let me keep looking. Okay, most of these look good. So, yeah, even that one. I mean, look at that. It looks good, don't it? So I'm going to take these, the ones that I've identified as not having baby chickens in them, and I'm going to wash them up and cook some eggs. So I've chosen 6 eggs. I got them in this, and I'll put them in the sink and fill it full of water and wash them off. And one thing you always like to do with your eggs that you get from the chicken coop, after checking them with the flashlight, you want to float test them, because if they float, that means there's something wrong with them. They're probably decomposing on the inside, and the gases make them want to float. If they don't float, then they're good to go. So one thing I'm going to do is just run water over them, and that'll kind of help loosen up and wash off the grit and grime that's on there. But it'll also help me identify if any of them want to float. Of course, I'm blowing water down in there right now, but that's fine. I'm gonna let them soak for a little bit. So I've washed the pan. This is the pan I used from last night, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn the burner on to about 4. Go ahead and get this warmed up, and right here you can see where I left a little bit of egg on the stove from last night when I cooked myself some steak and eggs. But tonight I'm just having eggs. I'm gonna throw them in there and just get them all cleaned up, and I'll be smearing some butter on it here in a minute. Okay, so this has gotten a little hot here. Not real hot. I'm gonna just take some butter and put a good coating on the bottom. And I've already got my eggs washed, and I'll just bring them right over here and go ahead and crack them and put them in. And I'm going to eat 6 eggs tonight. The eggs are different sizes, but they're all fresh from the chickens in the chicken coop. And anyway, I love fresh eggs. If you look at them, they're really pretty, aren't they? Different sizes, different colors. So yeah, pretty eggs. So I'm going to go ahead and start cracking them and putting them in there. Just going to give them a good knock and drop them in there. And one thing I do with the shells is I always save the shells. I save the eggshells, I save coffee grounds, and I'll put those out in the compost. A lot of times I'll just feed the eggshells back to the chickens and ducks because, I don't know, they eat them, and it helps them to have more, minerals in their diet that they need to make new eggs. And they do that in nature anyway. They will clean up their nest, any broken eggs, or even eggs after, after their little baby chickies are born. Either they'll take them and dispose of them elsewhere like some birds do, or they'll eat them because the eggshells are a really, really good source of all the minerals that they need to make new eggshells. And so you can either throw them in your garden, let them compost, or feed them to the eggs. And in my case, the chickens get in the garden and go find them anyway. Always make sure you wash your fingers after cracking the eggs, because you get fresh eggs on your hands. And, it's not sanitary to just walk around with fresh eggs on your fingers and not wash, because they could eventually turn bad, stuff like that. So what I'm going to do, I'll go ahead and move those out of the way. I'm going to break up these yolks. And I'm just going to start giving a little swirl around. It doesn't have to be mixed up exactly perfect, but give it a good swirl around until it's, mixed up like this. And put the lid on it. Let it sit for a little bit. After it's sat for a little bit, I'll come back and just kind of look at it, see how it's cooking. It's cooking a little bit on the bottom there. But what I like to do is I like to go ahead and add a little salt while I'm at it. And the reason I always add salt is because it's iodized salt, which helps me to get iodine in my diet. I'll go ahead and put some black pepper in there. Another thing I like to do is I like to put chili powder. So I'll pop that open and I'll put a little bit of chili powder in there. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. Go ahead and put these up. And a lot of people like to cut salt out of their diet. And when they do, they cut out the actual iodine, that get in the iodized salt. So I'm going to put the lid on that, just let it sit in there and cook for a while. I'm not going to stir it up anymore. After it's cooked enough, I'm going to slide the spatula underneath one side, loosen it up, and then flip it over. Alright, I think it's time to flip this over, or not flip it all over, but take that one side there. Oh, it's still runny on top. See that? But the underneath is getting done. Got a big bubble in it. There we go. Pop that bubble. But anyway, the top is still a little runny, but the bottom seems to be doing okay. Just kind of sticking around that edge there. But what I'm going to do is, see, the bottom's cooking, so I just want to loosen it up. So just kind of do it that way. Otherwise, it's going to stick really, really bad. I don't want it to stick really bad. That's kind of why I put the butter in there, so that it wouldn't stick so bad. But what I'm going to do is, even though it's a little runny on top, I'm just going to go ahead and flip this over, or flip this side over on it, like that. That'll help hold some of that heat in. And I'm just going to put the lid right back on it. Let it sit and heat up in there with that. Alright, I've given it plenty of time to cook, so let me check it. Oh yeah, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Look at that. Go ahead and run that through there. Look at that, look at that. Oh yeah. Just take that and put it on the plate. Ooh wee, look at that. Can you see that? Perfect. That's the way I like it. Set this off the heat over here. Just put that there and go ahead and turn the stovetop off. So one thing I always like on my eggs, and I think I've mentioned this in several of my other videos, is I like hot sauce on my eggs. These egg baskets are in the way. Let me move those over here. There we go. But yeah, I love hot sauce. So today I'm going to try 3 different hot sauces on my eggs. The first one I'm going to try is tiger sauce. This one is made from freshly squeezed Tennessee tigers. Just give it a little swirl around and I'm going to pour some on there because, man, I love my tiger sauce. That is good stuff. And I've got Mongolian fire oil. I'm going to try a pinch of Mongolian fire oil. I already shook this up. And this one's got one of those little plastic thingies so you don't get too much out. I'm just going to put a couple of drops on there. It's definitely an oil. Then I'm going to try some of this. It's a salsa picante. Give that a little shake up. I'm going to put a couple of drops of this on there as well. Not a whole lot, because I believe that Mongolian fire oil might just light me on fire. So I don't want to add to the fire by adding, another really hot, another really hot sauce. All right. So here I go. Oh boy. Wow. Yeah. One thing, I've always loved eggs my entire life. And these are fresh eggs from the chicken coop. Give me some of that on there. I really believe the fresh eggs from the chicken coop have better flavor than, anything I buy at the store. Mm. Oh boy. I love that tiger sauce. That's good stuff. The egg itself is still hot from when I cooked it. But man, that's good. Tasty. I tell you, you guys, if you've never had fresh from the chicken coop eggs, you need to get you some if you can. Cook them up. Get you some hot sauce. A lot of people like ketchup or like the salsa, that you can get in a can, for chips and dip, and put that on the eggs as well. Oh man, that's so good. I'm gonna try some of that Mongolian fire oil. I'll put some right there on that piece. Let's see if that thing lights me on fire. Oh man. Yeah, those two hot sauces are totally different flavors and intensities of heatness in terms of hot sauce than the tiger sauce is. The tiger sauce is more like a sweet. Let me show you that. What does it say? It's a well, it says it's for meat, seafood, and anything else that can stand up to the sweet heat. There you go. All right. So, I'm glad you enjoyed. And I'm going to finish up my eggs and wash my plate.